Smiles, everybody, smiles. Okay, good evening and welcome back to the Flower, the Marine. I had too many ribs for dinner. The Marine and the Flower Child. I'm John.
I'm Jackie.
And we really want to thank everybody who has subscribed and continues to watch our videos after these many weeks. And I have my weekly question for you.
Oh my God. Okay, go for it.
Can you explain to me why chicks love pillows on beds so much?
Oh my God, really?
Every night. I gotta throw 10 pillows
Really?
into the floor
There are not 10 pillows on the floor.
to go to bed.
No.
And then in the morning, put them all back.
There's
What?
only 6 pillows on the bed.
Is it some kind of nesting thing
Yes,
where you
it
have to go
is.
get straws
No.
or straw and like shiny things for your nest
No,
for you to feel better?
no, we just like the comfort that the pillows give us. They're soft and they're cushiony.
Comfort.
Yeah.
But they're in the floor.
That's because you put them on the floor.
Well, I can't sleep otherwise.
Well, if you're just resting on the bed, you don't have to put them on the floor. When we're going to bed, well, you put them on the floor. I put them on the sofa in the bedroom.
Okay. And then, we have like 15 blankets and 12 comforters, and we live in South Florida.
It's cold right now.
No, it's not. I'm sitting there sweating.
It's cold. It's winter right now. It's in the 60s. It's below 72. Do you mind?
I'm sure everybody that's in the Northeast is going to be really, really sympathetic to you.
As well they should. They should send us another blanket.
And a couple more pillows for the bed.
And a couple more pillows for the bed. Thank
All
you
right.
very much.
Well,
We love that.
Enough of that nonsense. So,
Yes.
what are we going to talk about?
I don't know. What's the real question you want to ask me?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so who won the Super Bowl?
Seattle.
Seattle Seahawks. Yes, they did. They dominated the entire game. Go defense. It was beautiful. I scared Marley a little. I'm sorry.
Yes, you did.
I'm sorry.
Screen.
It was great though. Well, much fun. So this month we are
Well,
celebrating.
and you can't get off the Super Bowl. Yeah, we really enjoyed that halftime program.
Yes, we did. Oh my God, it was wonderful. It was the symbolism, the music, the dance, all of it was absolutely empowering and just beautiful. From shaky shaky to hippity hip, it was just beautiful.
Are those modern music terms?
No idea.
Okay.
The kids will let us know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
They help us not get canceled.
Well, I've always enjoyed going to Puerto Rico when I've been there. Black beans and rice and chicken and all that good stuff.
Oh, I'm glad.
Yeah.
I'm glad that you enjoy it.
All right. So
Okay.
moving right along.
So this month we are celebrating Nina Simone. This is her month. And as promised, this month we're going to talk about one of her protest songs called Backlash Blues. Released in 1967. It was actually a poem written by Langston Hughes. Nina became very, very spirited and very active in the movement after the killing of those 4 girls at the church. Maybe you want to tell people a little bit more about that because you've studied it.
The 16th Street bombing on 16 September 1963.
Yes.
4 little girls were killed in a church during a church service, and it made Nina extremely angry. She went out to her garage, and she was going to build a zip gun so she could kill a white person. And her husband at the time said, "Why don't you go and write a protest song?" And this was not the protest song that she wrote then. We'll get into that later on in the month. But this was one of the many protest songs that she sang during the Civil Rights Movement when she was very, very actively involved.
Yeah, and so Backlash Blues came about in 1967 at the height of the Vietnam War. She, like so many Americans at the time, were against the Vietnam War, sending black men and brown men to the war, the draft. highly affected the black community. President Richard Nixon was the president at the time. And, you know, if you listen to the words, she tells you exactly what's going on in history at that time in her words. She left the United States after Dr. King was assassinated in 1968 because she felt that the great America had lost its way. And there's so much to be said about this brilliant songwriter, classical pianist, woman, entertainer, fighter, warrior of the time. And John, why don't you tell us what you learned more about Nina?
Well, I learned a lot. I did about a year and a half of research from the time she was born until the time she died, and her beginnings, humble beginnings in Tryon, North Carolina, and her pursuit of wanting to be the first black classical pianist, and her rejection by the Curtis Institute in Philly, which I think that if she had been accepted, we would not, a lot less of the world would have heard about Nina Simone.
Absolutely. I don't think there would have been a Nina Simone. I think she would have been, you're correct, she would have been Kathleen Wayman.
Yeah.
You know, she would have played classical piano. I don't necessarily know that she would have become involved as actively as she had, because she was in Philadelphia. She moved from the south to the north with the intention of going to the Curtis Institute. And thankfully, yes, I said it, thankfully, they rejected her. And in their rejection of Kathleen Wayman, we got Nina Simone.
And the world got Nina Simone.
Absolutely.
So you ready to listen to this?
Oh yes, I'd love to.
All right.
And that is Nina Simone, in her own words, talking about the war at that time, sending her only son to fight in Vietnam, and here we are, you know, almost 60 years later, and we're still fighting backlash blues.
Tonight was the first night that I'd ever heard her sing Kissinger in that song.
Mhm.
I didn't realize that. And she got quite a bit of backlash from the
No pun
government at
intended.
that time. Old Tricky Dicky Nixon actually wrote her a letter scolding her for doing that song.
Right. But the words and the power of hope cannot be silenced, because remember, love always outwins hate. And this is really what Nina Simone was about. She was about finding your way, standing for what you believed in, fighting for what you believe in, and going forward no matter the trials and tribulations and personal pain that you may be experiencing. And Nina Simone, of course, was she was not afraid of her own pain. She lived silently struggling with the mental illness of bipolar, and still she succeeded in being the warrior that she was.
I've been watching the Buddhist monks walking from Fort Worth to D.C., and it's been incredibly powerful experience for me to watch this, and the reaction of the crowds and the tens of thousands of people that have come out to participate, to support, and to try to move the peace, just some peace these days. And in one of the nightly talks that one of the Buddhist monks gave, he said, if you're lonely, if you feel downtrodden, if you feel hopeless, get a piece of paper and write this first thing in the morning. Today, I will have peace in my life. And with that, we're just about out of time once again. We thank you for joining us.
And as always, dance like nobody's watching.
And always, always lead with kindness, especially to yourself.
Good night.